Press boot. Has been attacked.
We killed Hitler.
We
Cranium rats.
dissected. Yeah, we Oh god, I forgot. I need to turn Christian down.
It took me ages to remember what happened last time, and then I went, "Oh yeah, we had a combat where we were against something that was completely terrifying, but both it and us went, fuck that,' and went in the opposite directions and both ran away."
The upstairs building is the "it's fine, this is fine" meme.
We
Yeah.
dissected some rats and upstairs is on fire. Also, Christian, can you talk so I know how loud to make you on Discord?
Hello.
There we go, perfect.
Sorry, I'm very quiet today, and therefore he is changing everyone else to make me audible.
Ah, fair enough.
Like, it became the problem of Graham's already set to 200 on Discord, so I have to turn like
Oh
my
yeah,
headset
he is.
volume up.
Yeah,
So
sorry, my mic
it,
is not working today, so I
it
am
means I
on
need to
the
turn like
laptop mic.
everyone else down.
Yeah, well done,
I have
Andrew.
200 all the time.
That must be a big
What is
change
it
when
for
I
me?
actually
Because
have the
he's
mic
always
working and I sound all right.
What's he for me?
What level are we again? I completely forgot now.
He's just
69.
Graham's
What?
just at 100 for me, and he sounds fine.
What?
Yeah, not everybody hates me. Because
Wait, I can't
Also-
even go past 100. How do you get past 100?
I mean, there's just a bar that says you can just drag.
Yeah,
that
there's a
goes
bar,
between
100% for some reason.
Wait, are
There's
we
the
level
middle ground.
3?
Yes, we are.
My 100% is the far right for user volume.
Yeah, you are all level 3, but because something happened, I'm level 2.
Oh, I'm also on the
we are-
browser. That's probably it.
We are all level 3 because of the way the leveling up has worked. We didn't level up for ages, and now we're level 3.
I'm just leveling up right
We
now.
did that,
I mean,
and
and
we
also to
didn't.
be fair, we haven't done anything for ages, so the leveling up makes kind of sense.
Huh?
I mean,
But yeah, we were dissecting rats. Upstairs is on fire. Because we've just sort of shown up here. We're on our way to try and head back to Phandelver to try and go back to our own dimension, which I'm sure will work with no flaws or problems.
I mean, if I remember correctly, I should still be level 2 because if I'm remembering correctly, I was
You died.
died at Mandri.
Manji?
Okay.
Wait,
Oh, so you let him stay dead. Hmm.
It's a big bad evil guy now.
Yeah, he's the BB.
I mean, that would not be much of a challenge.
True.
Especially if we befriend Silgar.
True.
Befriend this
Extra
universe's
true.
Silgar, who's just a fish.
Well, we're already his friend.
Well, we're also still trying to get back.
Sorry, very quick thing.
Yeah. People.
I
Was it?
think you. I think you told me stuff, but I can't remember the stuff because it's a while ago.
So some rats are weirder than others. The weirder ones have knots in their tails, and something about the inside is weird, but that needs further investigation.
I remember now, yeah. And their tails were tied together in like.
No. Just some of them have knots.
Oh yeah, some of them have knots. that's it.
Did some rats fall out of the swarm of rats? As in, like, when we damaged them? So, are the rats with knots easily identifiable as the ones that were killed from the swarm, or is it just a mixed bag of everything everywhere? So the ones with the knots are all where the swarm was, or there's no rat with a knot where the swarm hasn't been. Double negatives are great. Okay.
Have we had a long rest or not? I'm completely lost.
No. We literally just finished the fight.
Oh, that sounds perfectly nice and cozy.
Who needs to breathe? Do we notice that upstairs on fire, the people that are in the basement? Okay.
I break the sheep out of the pen that's holding it, and then continue to set fire to different parts of the inn as I try to lead people outside. Quick, we must destroy them! The monsters downstairs.
I collect rat bodies.
Yeah, same. For further study.
Come, Ruffy.
And then
Would
once
V-
we've done that, I guess we can just head outside and assume everything is fine.
I am attempting to spread it to the inn. Cool, and then I will lead my new companions away from the fire. Come, friends, to safety. Yep. Come on, Felix, this way. Just keep spreading fire as I go. Just throw hay, more hay towards it. Like
I mean, how would have she noticed that there is a fire at this point? Is everyone in here panic? Oh, in that case, would probably. Oh, what was I trying to do at the end of last session? I think I was looking for the sent down to explain what was it this person was who sent her down there who said there's things that so Via was gonna like whoever it was that's told what to go down there. Is gonna approach them and explain. You got a bit of a worse problem than just rats down there. I think we've handled it though. They kind of ate our friend. It's more like yeah, it's more like
I'm like
okay, you have
shouting at
a
him,
bigger
"Stop
problem than you
throwing
thought.
water!" Sorry.
I think we handled it though. You have a bigger problem than we thought, but I think we handled it though. Oh my god! Sees all the fire.
It's like, stop trying to put the fire out, you idiot fish. We're trying to save the world. Because there are things more important to the universe than your tavern. Nah. More hay on the fire.
Meredith thought the problem's gone now. The only problem is the fire.
What are you talking about? The problem's gone. I was told it was going to kill everyone.
It went away. We chased it off. As she just shouts at you, shouts that at you. She tries not to get too close, but is trying to like prestidigitation effect that puts out fires. Like just fucking spam it to see if it does anything. Because you can't use like water magic or like any kind of like water based spells.
Oh well, if
I take it it's not strong enough to put out the blazing inferno. Yeah, yeah.
that you, I'm like telling people, come on, let it go. We need to like burn the whole place so that there's nowhere to hide.
Why?
It seems logical.
Zamla's just gonna look at the fire and be like, and then he's just gonna prestidigitate like a gust of wind to try and go to blow on the fire. Like, did that do anything?
You
Oh,
made
shit.
it worse.
Because adding more air to fire is not a good way to put it.
Accurate. What
That's
you
the-
had to do
I-
there was you had to suck air away from the fire.
Yeah,
Well, it
that's
depends
the
on the
idea
strength of
that
the air.
that using prestidigitation gave me there, which was okay. The prestidigitation puts out the little fires on the bits of hair, and then okay, druidcraft to use the wind, to use a little gust of wind to blow loose bits of hair away from it, so that there's just the stone building bits left. So hopefully, trying to isolate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Druidcraft 2 to do that as well.
If that helps.
I mean, it'll either
God
help
damn it.
or the small bits of hay that you're blowing away from it, one of them catches, and now you're just blowing fire everywhere. One of
Well,
those
no,
two
so that's
things
what I
will
said
fail.
is using. That's what I said is prestidigitation put out the little fires on the hair and then blow that hair away so that it's taking the fuel source away.
All right, yeah, I guess that could.
But I'm not
yeah.
blowing lit bits of. I'm not blowing lit bits of hair all over the shop.
Yeah, fair.
I could cast
So
an
you're trying to
illusion to
interrupt the
make it.
path of the fire, basically.
I could make an illusion to make it look like it's not on fire.
Everything's fine.
Murdertha is kind of just confused at why everyone is so worried about this. Like, there's some sort of evil thing under this inn. Doesn't understand that, like.
Via just said it's gone.
Yeah,
not
but
there
like, I don't
anymore.
believe you.
Then should we be adding more to the fire? And I cast Produce Flame. I just open my palm and a little bit of fire appears.
No.
I mean, there's some sort of monster that they've chasing down tunnels underneath this inn.
Is that a yes or a
Well,
no?
I tried.
I just
Yeah.
casually throw the fire away that I produced.
Into the inn.
A quick perception check.
Me too.
Okay.
Via's going next.
If I have advantage, it's really good. If I don't, then it's medium.
Perception, you say. Help me bet.
Hit me.
15.
Help me.
Mm-hmm. But oh, God damn you, little rat. I wanted to be your friend.
think I
wanted to be a
pass.
friend.
Damn, Via. Wool and fire.
Three.
Oh, fair. But you pointed out everyone so much, so
What our baby? You got a three.
I'm like
The mascot.
just pulling marshmallows out my pack. It's gonna be great.
Martha also have to do one.
Do what?
The
Con
con
save.
save.
Sure, if you must.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Mhm.
Okay. Why, vomit?
Uh,
Uh,
does the rat
very
seem affected
perceptive
at all
person.
as well? Or is it more likely that it's coming from the rat? Oh, fair enough. I thought it flamed under Lumen's clothes or something.
Like, what? Why can't I stop vomiting? Blah.
Okay. Is it like, is there a perceptible source of why this is happening? Like smoke, smell, anything? Or is it just a weird feeling suddenly? Oh no, the dimension is getting rid of us. No. What do you mean the vomit looks different? Different to what? As in like suddenly from
Like, what? I didn't
vomiting
have
and
any
then just
corn.
after,
Like that.
or I don't know what you mean by different. Does it look different from one moon to the other, or ah? So we accidentally plane shifted back. Dimension shifted back.
I mean, could one of wore like a
I wouldn't
could
guess
one of
that.
wore like an insight or an arcana or something to like see if they can see if our characters A and character can put two and two together to think that.
Is it because they missed of the blue veiled?
Well, no, we definitely haven't missed the blue veiled back, and I
Can I
think that's
rather
what
roll
we
an
would
Arcana
need.
than the blue than an insight?
Yeah, if we missed the blue veil, you go to sleep.
Oh, I mean, someone could have cast Wish and replicated its effects, but I highly doubt it.
Also, I forgot.
Yeah.
Also, I just remembered I have to roll these. Ah, those would be great in combat.
Hey, your
Note to self
divination
for
was
1 and
right.
a 5. I have got importance. So Via probably with the 5 and a 1 sees that coming, and that's why she got the 21. She's like, "Oh god, this is gonna suck." Gets the nat 1. This is gonna suck.
We've just
Do we?
killed the evil thing in the basement. So
Well, we
everything's
drove
fine
it
now.
off. Oh, we
Did you
killed
just say
some and drove
lol?
others off. Who said lol?
It sounded like you said lol for a second. You defeated the evil thing, you lol.
No, I said well.
Ah. Our friend died, lol.
The basement was infested with psychic rats.
I hold out, I take out one of the rats and go like this one. Just
In
many.
fact, somewhere nearby there is a psychic rat hiding.
Many psychic rats.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Did you say anything? I didn't catch it if you did. What did you say?
I didn't hear that either.
Ah, right. Well, that didn't come through because of noise suppression, I think.
Yeah, it was
So,
under the threshold.
yeah, so I think all I hear is, Joseph, you hear this. And I'm like, oh god, I do? What do I hear? And I think to myself, don't worry, tiny rat.
What a wonderful
I'm
world.
not your enemy. I just really, really don't want a bunch of mind flayers to show up and eat everyone's brains.
I get that reference, Christine. I get that reference.
But yeah, I guess I'll head outside. Actually, I'll go see if I can't find Murdertha, because Murdertha's usually the one like at the center of trouble.
But these are not our characters, right? So it's not Melissa behind the counter and Liebrecht? No.
I mean, though
Okay.
these could be the other dimensions version of those characters, but they're not the people themselves.
Also,
They
we're
could-
not in the other dimension probably anymore, so
Yeah.
No, the bartender is like this dimension's Melissa. The real Melissa's the one trapped in the barn at level 20.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I didn't do an Arcana check because I was busy with stuff. But I
She's
can
a
do
level
that.
20
but
barbarian.
this is not
but
an
she still
inn,
doesn't
it's
know
a
how to,
very
like-
high level
Doesn't matter.
prison.
But yeah, I guess I'll just like go outside, wander over, and just ask what's going on.
Via will also be asking the rest of the party. So did everyone get feel realistic just now?
Yeah, we got rid of your rat problem.
Oh yeah, we've killed the psychic rats in the basement, so no issues there now. There were psychic
Rats you told us to
in the
kill.
basement. Yeah,
Your friend died down there. You told us.
they ravaged our friend's body, and he's respawned, probably in a different dimension. So we've lost him forever, or
He
until we
might
can
have
get
been
back
brought
there.
back.
Well, he's probably still alive, but he's just in another dimension now.
Have we figured out that we switched dimensions?
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Fishman.
Ish. Yeah. You go
What?
first. I have a question as well.
It's chill. I was just gonna ask stuff about like, what do you remember happening ever since like in the past 5 minutes. Can you recount those events precisely? Like a little further back than that. Okay, like the last hour-ish. Ever since we arrived. Like an hour
10 minutes
ago-ish.
ago.
10 minutes. Like I know because it's difficult to say because of how combat and time dilation and shit works. Like somewhere
question.
between an hour to fucking 4 seconds ago.
5 minutes. I have a different question.
Okay.
What? How?
It's really starting to look
Describe
like we might
Waterdeep
have skipped
to
again.
me. I asked the Kuatua, describe Waterdeep to me.
Is it a big city? Bustling with people?
So more than 10 people. And not ruled by a big floating eye. Okay,
Okay.
we're at least in a different one.
We are at least in a
Probably.
different dimension. Whether we're in our own dimension or our original one is an entirely different story.
Well, if we find the cart, we might be in ours.
Yeah, I guess we could continue
Yeah,
heading there.
if we find
We're
that
going-
core all smashed up, that'll confirm it.
Because going back to Phandelver is also useless now because they don't know us either.
Yeah.
A random person
Why
has appeared in the corner of the map.
has Gotham Chess
They're
appeared?
pointing at me. Who has appeared?
Oh, God's sake. There we go.
Ah, I'm back.
Who are you?
It is I. Oh, I can't move that one.
Levy.
Zimzam.
Okay, Levy.
Do they look like a gnome?
No.
Okay. I instantly attack them, that's fine.
How do you do on this fine evening, Levy?
My name's not Levy.
Seems to be Levy. That's what it says in your name tag.
Okay.
Also, who are you?
I've been with you for a while. Don't you remember me? Your faithful, friendly wizard.
No,
That-
but we
Yeah, we went down into the mines of Phandelver and kicked ass.
well, no, because
I've
we're
really never
actually
been
from
in
another
those
dimension.
mines.
I'm sorry, all the people you used to know are likely stuck somewhere else in a
You're
different
the
dimension.
people I used to know. You.
No, we're
No.
just parallel universe versions of the same people that you used to know.
No,
But
no,
we're
no. You're
different
definitely
people.
the people that I used to know.
I hate
Thank you.
to break it to you, but we are in fact from another universe.
No, we're actually from this universe, maybe.
Well, we might be from
Maybe you
this.
were from another universe as well.
We might be from this one, but we don't know enough to confirm that we're from this one yet.
I know that I know you,
So,
and that we're together as a
so-
party, as a group.
But regardless, the
So-
people that he knew are definitely not us.
They are you, though. They look like you, they sound like you, they talk like you, their personalities are
you.
the same.
Yeah, but that's how parallel
Mr.
universes
Levy, was
work.
it?
Yeah, his name's Levy.
No, it's
Yeah,
Zimza.
No, it's definitely Levy.
Mr. Levy, was it?
No,
If
Zimza.
you've been traveling with us for a while, then what is the situation that you and we found ourselves in terms of for oh, are you in the same place that planar wise that you started? If not, then what's the situation with me? Yeah, y-
We we are
Neverwinter.
w-
yeah, but then she also
yeah,
what's the situation with her?
we all met in Neverwinter. You're an owl person from, you know, wherever you're from. Yeah, yeah. You're from another university, maybe. Um, and we've recently been down to the mines of Phandelver and had lots of fun down there.
Okay, Levy Rosman. I mean,
Literally
you're
never
in.
been to those mines.
Yeah, we've never been to those mines. We've sorted out the sewers in Neverwinter. Did you do that?
No, no, no. I would never do anything so debilitatingly debasing as that.
Did
God.
you did
Plus, my
other
name's
Lumen go to the tower and meet the nice gardener?
plus. Are you some kind of moron, child? That's not my name. My name is Zimzam.
No, it's Levy Rosman.
It's Zimzam Zimbalo.
Levy Rosman.
Zimzam Zimbalo, note to self.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel
like
sorry for whoever sorted that. They probably died. We lost a person who was immortal, so it was fine. Like those guys, whoever actually cleared that out, probably assuming they were roughly the same level, probably lost like 2 or 3 party members, if not got wiped. Exactly. Like again, so many of them must have died trying to fix that problem. Like,
Just
got to
the
have killed
regular
like
sewage maintenance staff.
considering
like
it would literally take like a mob of commoners all running down there with clubs and beating it to death. It would they'd probably kill 20 or 30 people before they finally beat it.
so so
I feel Silgar.
so with us being here,
Where is Dilgar in that case? Okay.
So same position as he was before, roughly. Okay.
what's our next step here, people? We've got to strategize here.
Well, we've got to go check if we're in the right dimension, but I'm almost positive that we're not in our original dimension, nor are we in the one we were in 10 minutes ago. So
It's
I'm
because we're in the
inclined to believe
20th dimension.
that these like multiple arrowheads are like causing us to randomly jump dimensions.
You have arrowheads in you. It might be worth getting those taken out. I've
I'm-
No,
heard
they
that
just
you-
reappear. We tried that.
Yeah. Also, they might be our only way of getting back to our original dimension, if we can ever get back at all.
the youth of today.
In any event, we can all relate much more to the struggles of Via now.
Feeling lost and away from home.
On a different
Great, now I have to just
version
now
of a
in
different plane of existence in a different universe.
yeah, great. She's just like, great, now I have to become a master among masters of planeswalkers to get home. Great.
Look, I'm a wizard. I can try and help you out. However, I need to gain more power in order
Very
to
well.
try and
How
help you.
strong of a wizard are you? Are you like, are you capable of like crossing the dimensional barrier and all that?
No, I'm a third tier.
Oh, you're a third tier
tier.
spellcaster in universe.
That's
That
right.
means you can cast wish. So yeah, come on, you should be able to crack this open.
Can I
No,
pause the game for a quick second?
Mhm.
No one remembered the most important thing when we start.
Huh?
Were you
What
not
is-
recording your voice this entire time,
Or anything.
Andrew?
No
was not.
comment.
You weren't you?
No comment.
Andrew,
So we haven't had a DM for the first 30 minutes.
It doesn't matter. No one gives a shit about this stuff. You heard it. It's fine.
That makes it all the more exciting for people to listen.
Yes. And try and figure out.
Guessing
It's
what
just
the
the
DM
players going
It's a
ham.
mystery.
Anywho,
Yeah,
that's the thing. The one
good
time,
old
one
Levy
time
Ross.
we
It could've been-
forget every time.
It
Levy
could have been
Ross was
worse though.
great
Imagine
now.
if everybody's voice was muted but him, then people would be like, "This fucker's just like talking to himself, like for like."
DMing to
Oh,
himself.
I would
3
love
hours
to.
of
I'd love to
responding.
listen back to that. That would be horrible.
Look, did any of you hit this child on the head too much or too hard? He keeps mixing my name up. That's not my name, child.
No, his name's
I
definitely.
think
Thumbs
somebody's
up.
did that to you. I think somebody's done that to you, old man. Or was
I'm
it
not
Zimbalo?
I'm not old. I'm like 28. God.
Oh wow, that's a
Via's
lot
just
older
like,
than I am.
Via's just like, I'm so gonna get in with that now.
Lawrence, come on, you know he's 27.
Look, small child.
You know in your heart of hearts that you're 27 and your name is Levy Rosman.
I don't
No,
know this
I-
this reference.
I'm
He's a
28.
chess player, I think. I just looked
Yeah,
at him.
100%. He is his
yeah.
the picture here is is of a chess player.
Yeah.
I hang around with Lawrence and Joe enough to know this without being told. And I don't even play chess.
That's not my name. Stop calling me that. It's annoying.
You got it.
Uh,
Would
Zim
you prefer
Zimzam.
Rosman?
It's Zimzam. Yes.
I'm going to ask something through you just to upset a player.
Okay.
Zimzam asks you, Via, if you've mastered that spell you were taught in Waterdeep yet or not.
Narrows her eyes. What spell?
The dimension-y findy portal one.
Did you say Waterdeep?
Yeah.
Just like, well, who gave me that? Was it the Beholder?
No, it was like the talking fish before you went on his trip.
Talking fish?
Talking fish?
Is it me, or have all of you been hit on the head?
Well,
No,
if
again,
that's
we-
here, I
we
guess
gave
I
you
want to
the-
go back to Waterdeep then.
We gave you the very rational explanation. We're all from another dimension. God,
In fairness,
keep
Lumen,
up.
that's not exactly rational. In
It's
fairness,
very
Lumen, that's not
rational.
exactly rational.
Zim
not.
Zimzam would tell you via. I was like, well, there's no point in going back to Waterdeep. He said he was going to be gone for like months, and that we were very lucky to catch him.
Do you mean Silga by any chance?
I do.
She
Yeah,
But
just
no.
looks.
he's
She
there.
just
But
looks
he's still in
exasperated.
Waterdeep. I can still feel him.
Sure, we do know his location. Kind of.
Unless he disappeared now.
Well, I mean,
okay,
he does
he
know
hasn't
the spells teleport, plane shift, and Mr. the Blue Veil. So fucker could be anywhere.
He hasn't disappeared yet. I will tell you this, Christian. He will, not soon, but like probably like tomorrow morning sort of thing. You will notice him vanish from your view.
Like he could vanish and reappear theoretically anywhere on this plane of existence.
But yeah, I'll tell Via like, no, he's still there. I mean, if you want to go back, but I would still check on the cart first to just see.
We are closer to the cart.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess let's just finish up heading to Phandelver, and let's just double confirm that we're not home, or maybe there'll be a cart in this reality that we can use to get to home or some shit. Maybe there's another interdimensional traveler there that exists in lots of different dimensions.
Maybe.
Our only hope. So, welcome to the team, Levy.
I've always been part of the team. I never left. I found you here.
Well,
Because
we're
I
a
knew
new
you would
team.
be here.
We're a new team with different... We're technically different people.
No. Same people.
Why is this such a hard concept for you to grasp?
It's not a hard concept.
We sound like different people. I mean, the VA you know seem to be learning a portal sensing spell. I meanwhile have started getting visions. None of yours did that. They wouldn't have, by the way.
I mean, the other one wouldn't have had a chance to mention it yet either.
The other one wouldn't have been able to, because to cast that spell they would have needed to have all wizard levels. And Via just even unless the DM said yes, you can cast it, she couldn't.
I don't know. I tend not to go digging around in my friends' brains, unless you would like me to. That might
It's
be
called
interesting.
talking to people. She like leans away from you when you start saying that. Keep the weird wizard away from me.
Let's just...
Like we have
I'm
a high
willing to
percentage of
accept-
weird wizards now.
I'm willing to accept that you are just our ally, and come along. Whatever makes you happy, you can believe in that. Hey, Murdertha, what if in this reality, the kobolds never got murdered? Maybe
That
your
would be really
god's
nice.
free in this reality.
That would be really nice.
What if in this reality gnomes and kobolds live together in harmony?
Okay, no, that wouldn't be nice. I've changed my mind.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, don't you know, like the you know, the great
Uh-huh.
A
Ko-
great noble
kobold?
nation.
the great Koblin,
No, not goblins. Gnomes.
the great gnome cities.
Are you trying to say
50%.
nobled?
The nobolds.
I
No balls.
stab this newcomer.
I stab at thee.
Look,
I stab at the chest plate.
Plus,
just
but
because
like
they-
Martha would be really conflicted because they don't want to
I mean-
kill kobolds, but they want to kill gnomes, and everybody's
I
a
mean,
noble. And, like,
19 hits.
Everyone's a crossbreed between a kobold and a gnome. It's an abomination.
I just like,
I mean,
I'm like, stop telling lies, and I like lightly stab you for 4 damage.
God, if the thing that Joseph just said was true, then it'd be a big genocide upcoming.
oh god, I just realised I haven't done my health.
I
So did I
imagine
just kill you?
as a wizard, it's super high.
You're also
Oh yeah,
talking
because
to
the
Lawrence.
I mean,
wizards are the
he's
tankiest
he's
class.
he's a wizard. He's got even a level 1 wizard would have more than fucking 4.
I don't know.
Unless
right?
he has a minus in Constitution, and it's Lawrence,
Yeah, but
so he might have.
even if he has a minus in con, the worst he could have is 5.
As a wizard.
The whole
Yeah, I mean,
dies to 1d4
it's-
everything damage should exist for a reason.
Depends on
Because
how
we
he
all
Because his
You
point
get your
buy.
you get your max at
Yeah,
first
but
level, right?
even at point buy, the lowest you can have is 8, which is still only a -1. So it's still only it would at the very worst be 6 -1, leaving him with
Can't you
5. It'd
reduce it
still
Yeah.
be alive.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
the
You could
stab
maybe
doesn't
reduce
kill
the
him,
roll.
but it hurts.
No, it's not possible to start with any stat. Well, it's not possible to start with Constitution lower than 8. There are certain
Maybe he rolled it.
races
Maybe
that
he
have.
rolled it and got it for me.
Andrew's not letting. Andrew said we're not
Oh,
allowed
okay.
to roll.
Right, okay,
Oh.
okay.
Andrew said we can't roll our stats. Otherwise, I would have rolled mine. But yeah,
Lawrence
So-
never listens to me though.
we are in the reality where we
Okay.
cannot roll stats. Therefore, mathematically the lowest health you could conceivably start with is 5.
Okay, this
Okay,
doesn't really
so-
matter.
Even rolling.
So,
Okay.
Lawrence,
he would
how,
have a level 3 thing of
Lawrence, you have
Anyway,
been stabbed
Yeah.
by your friend.
question mark?
Look, it's time for you to sleep. I cast sleep at 2nd level. Far enough away so it won't affect me, but will affect.
Everybody else?
I mean,
No,
you
my
can't, it's a
butt's
big-
asleep. No, wake up, Batty.
Yeah, it would probably start with that. I think my homunculus
So everybody's
will be
hit
immune to
points.
that.
Mine's
No,
17.
20.
24.
70.
22.
Well,
I'm
my bat has 1, but I can't be put to sleep.
I'm immune.
The homunculus is 6, so that
28.
would go next.
Oh, so it doesn't put anyone that you're trying to put to sleep asleep. It's
The,
just a bat
the,
and a
the,
homunculus.
the bat and the homunculus go to sleep, and then the rest would go
but
to
homunculus
me,
is
but
a
I
construct. I don't think that counts then. I
But
don't
I
think it can get targeted.
but I can't be put to sleep by magic, so 17 points are wasted, and then there's not enough to put anyone else left asleep. Oh wait, how much health does the Kuatoa guy have?
He's out.
I don't
of
think
reach.
it'll reach him.
Yeah,
will it?
he's out of reach regardless of.
I mean, he could put it like
He's
Yeah.
over here.
So you're like,
actually he would have to put it here.
so
which
you just
means it
go,
would be-
time for you to go to sleep.
He's-
Cast a spell in my direction. then-
How much does this bard have? And also Felix passes out as well
Felix
because Felix is.
has a nap.
And also this bard on stage would be affected. Assuming he's a commoner, he'll just pass out as well.
You attacked Felix. How dare you
Look,
continue to stab
You turn around and see the fishman and Felix curled up together asleep.
my friends. Stab, stab, stab.
Yo.
Don't kill him.
Look,
I mean,
Lawrence,
already-
I said you're allowed to change characters, but I have no control over the players.
This isn't about hurting you. This is like, I was like, stop telling me horrible things, and then you're like, time to go to sleep, and you knock out, and I'm like, oh no, my friend has been knocked out. He's an enemy. Attack.
Murdertha, stop attacking him. Just leave
I-
him unconscious.
Okay, I hit you for 18 damage, and then I'm like, I have avenged my friends.
I'm gonna try and stabilize him.
I will go and wake up Felix.
Hey, you are stable, Lawrence.
I feel I would get one death saving before you got to me.
It doesn't matter. You couldn't die in one death save.
So,
He could try.
Even if he rolls a 1, he only fails 2, and then he's stable.
So, should we wake this crazy man up and take him with us? Or just put him here into the inn and go on our way? Because he's a stranger who's weird, but he might be from a different dimension.
I mean, I don't want to leave him because I feel like he might get in trouble on his own.
I will say
Also,
this.
he does have a lot of
And he does know things
information.
about this reality, yeah.
Everyone, I guess, pretty much who isn't Samler, you suddenly feel like a wave of tiredness hit you. In just like a case of, oh right, yeah, it's late and we still haven't been to sleep today yet.
I mean, I guess we can stay at the tavern. But I'll
That would
scoop
make sense.
I'll scoop Levy up and I'll start looking through his spell book. Does he have anything good?
Actually, Via was gonna Via was gonna raise her hand, but I take it if she raises her hand and you think no, spell book. So Via be like, okay.
You,
So he's-
you already see a mage hand lifting his spell book up, and then I'm holding mine in the other hand. Like any differences here? Flick, 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 flick,
I mean,
flick.
hell,
if let me get to it,
to be honest,
he's
We
got-
should also trade spells as well, just for maximum wizardness.
ooh, you'll
Okay.
get a one that you might be able to get one that Andrew let me have. I haven't used yet.
I have a lot of
Oh, no!
A
gravity.
third party one.
The third party
I have a lot of
spells are
graphics.
spreading.
Neat.
It's like a virus. Look at us.
Yay!
Never have more than one wizard in the party.
As
things
the three
spread.
wizards start swapping spells, and it's like, oh no, they have 8 million spells now.
Maybe I should
Oh, yeah,
multi-class
that's
as
cool.
well.
Good idea.
Everyone takes one level
I
in
mean,
wizard.
that what? Downstairs that one of my third party ones. The downstairs that one of mine is like a druid only, so you wouldn't be able to get that.
So what spells does Levi Rosman have?
Okay. This
Okay.
is not a currently doing right now. This would be during a
Yeah, we'll do that
downtime
later.
activity.
Oh, it's fine because I have
Yeah, we'll do
4
that
additional.
later.
Look, Andrew, I have 4 hours to copy these spells down before anyone else wakes up. I'm good. I have 4 hours of spell copying.
Can I ask the fishman if he has empty rooms?
So you wake him up next.
Oh, yeah.
True. I'll also wake up Bat
Uh,
and Felix.
what happened?
I've got Felix already.
Oh, okay. I'll shake Bat
Apologies,
away.
somebody
and then-
somebody put people magically asleep. They were confused. Do
Uh,
you have rooms?
I think so. I think we got one room.
Do 6 people fit in one room, and a bat, and a little mechanical dragon,
Uh,
and Felix?
how much gold you got?
None.
Would you like to stay in the barn?
That's fine with me. Guys, we
Actually,
can stay in the
it is
Wait,
barn.
wait, wait.
short-
How much gold does Levy have on it?
Oh, shit. 10 gold.
Yeah, you said he
We
had money.
have 10 gold. That's the party's gold.
And my character sheet says he has 15.
Alright, well,
We
he
have
has 15 then.
Gold. We have 15 gold on us. Is that enough for a room?
Oh, yes! Five gold would be enough.
Oh, okay. Five gold it is then.
For
That's
another
the
5
party's
for,
gold.
for soup and breakfast.
Nice. We'll hand over 5 gold from Levy's
All of us fit
sheet.
into that room?
Not quite. I will reveal the room. It's just at the top of those stairs. And then left.
Okay, and then I'll. What spells does Levy have on him?
I've posted
It's on
them
the
in
thingy.
Is that the-
All right. Okay. Silvery Bob's Magic Missile, Sleep, Shield. Shield's pretty good. I think I have most of these. I have Detect Thoughts. I don't. Do I have Featherfall? Don't think I have Featherfall. That would be a good one to copy. And you can't copy
Detect-
cantrips. Cantrips can't be copied into spellbooks, Lawrence. You just innately
Yeah,
know
well,
them.
I've never played Wizard before. I
Detect.
don't know.
Detect Thought being a second level spell, if you are a wizard that's multi-class and has second level spell slots, you still can't copy a second level spell into your spell book, or can you? Question.
You can copy second level spells into your spellbook.
Can you? I can't
It
remember.
takes long.
Thanks to
It takes long.
Baldur's
It takes
Gate.
longer. It's like
Because
1 hour per spell level, and it's 50 gold per spell. But it means we can't copy anything at the minute because we don't have any money.
Officially, you can
also because
only
like
add
literally the
something in
only
your
spell
spellbook
there
if
that I
it's-
don't have is Detect Thought.
It's officially you can only copy something that has the spell level you can prepare.
Yeah, exactly. Since we have second level spells, you can copy those
Well, he
things
doesn't.
into your book.
So
Oh,
I-
you don't,
So I can't.
right?
No.
I could.
So you
I couldn't
no,
say-
you can't.
yeah, that's
I
what-
mean, it doesn't really matter anyway, considering we don't have 50 gold.
It
Fucking
doesn't matter
Andrew.
anyway. I've got all them spells. Well, except Featherfall, but I don't need Featherfall. I has wings
Wait.
But yeah, I guess
and dark vision because I has dark vision.
Oh, now I'm confused
What about?
about multiclassing and preparing.
Yeah, that's why I
you-
tend to not
how-
worry about
how-
it.
wait, what classes are you, Via?
Druid and
That's
wizard.
Druid and Wizard.
You should have full caster things, right?
Yeah, but that's the question is with the preparation.
do, but I can't.
I
Yes,
think
but
you
that's what I'm
should
trying-
be able to
Is as a
prepare.
for wizard.
No, I think you
well, I-
I think you can. I think you can because you have spell slots of that level.
Look,
Thus, I
I-
think you should be able to prepare them.
As we've determined, none of this matters, so we can look into this later, outside of game.
But
Accurate.
split. I already. I asked. Look, I'm putting an end to it now. I asked Andrew before we started the camp that we set the ground rules for my multi-classing, so It's fine. It's totally fine.
I will sit on the floor. Felix gets this bed. Levy, drag yourself into the room.
Zim?
Lawrence, unmute yourself.
What?
Your unconscious body is being placed into the bedroom.
Fine.
Can you move your token here?
Don't move it onto that brown. The brown was made specifically for Via. It's a chair.
All right, then like here. Sure, and then I guess murder person. Samla, Murder and
Samla.
Samla can have a bed each. Because I will just meditate on the floor for 4 hours.
Zamla
then-
doesn't need a bed either, so he'll just take a chair.
In which case, I put Levy in this bed.
Ironically, you only actually need 3 beds.
And then I'll spend 4 hours in the morning continuing to practice that feat I was practicing on both journeys.
Oh, I'm sure you probably were. I mean, Meredith's been reading a book for a while.
Yep, still reading a book.
I'm keeping meticulous track of the number of work hours I will need to learn this feat.
How much money do we have again?
You now
basic
technically
10
have whatever
gold.
you had plus 10 gold.
We have 10 gold because of Levy. And the rest of us have no
What's
money.
the brown? Why am I sitting on the brown?
It's a chair that I made just for you.
I thought
Okay,
it
yay, chair.
I thought it was bucket.
No.
I thought it was like a pilly.
It's an upside down bucket.
I
i.e.
thought it
chair.
was a poo bucket. That's what I thought it was.
No, I was trying to be nice because Via likes to thingy in chairs. I can't think what the word is.
This is your in
Bird.
It
She
likes to bird.
Likes to
in
bird all
chairs.
over chairs.
Are you talking about Perch?
Perch, yes.
imagine-
That's the word I
I-
definitely said.
I imagine Via birds all over everything because she is a bird.
See?
True.
But yeah, I guess we will settle in and have a long rest.
Oh, everyone gets to rest.
I,
With my 2 extra hours, I go somewhere else and dissect more rats.
With my 4 extra hours, I'm just gonna keep practicing on the telekinesis feat.
I know you weren't going to say it, but all I was hoping you were going to say was some sort of instrument. Because you said practice on the... I was like, practice on the xylophone.
Yeah, I pull out my electric guitar. I strum on it for 4 hours.
Murdertha, you get woke up by an electric guitar.
Being played by a nearly invisible mage hand. Come on, get more invisible.
Another mage hand comes in and slaps the mage hand off the strings.
It's the middle of the night.
Where did I get the guitar
It's the middle
from?
of the night, stupid! Bloody elves!
Uh,
The deal with this in Strixhaven as well.
separate
Mage
from
hand
that.
slapping the other mage.
Separate from that random event, Lawrence, your character would also wake up in the middle of the night. As in, like, waking up
Okay.
from the unconsciousness.
Okay.
So you would essentially wake up to find yourself tucked into a bed surrounded by your companions all asleep / meditating.
Having also been robbed.
You don't know that yet, but yes, you have been.
Wait, you were
You
robbed?
lost 5 gold.
Yes, they took 5 gold from me. And
No.
also
Put-
my group.
No,
To
they
be
took
fairness,
15
we-
from you.
I mean, it paid for
No,
the...
I didn't take
paid
all of
for
his
the
money.
bed
I
that you're
took
in.
Ah,
the money
right.
to pay for his bedroom and our bedroom.
Sorry.
Technically, I paid.
I thought you'd
Technically-
taken the 15 gold and then handed over
No.
5 of it.
Lumen wouldn't steal money off somebody, but he would buy a room for a dying person with their own money if he couldn't afford to pay for their own room. Like, this man clearly needs bed rest because he's ill and has been stabbed twice.
Yes, but you are the reason I am dying.
No, that's actually your own fault, but...
No. Just because I mentioned gnomes doesn't mean that you have to kill the thing that mentions gnomes.
And then you
Accurate, but
attacked us,
I
yeah.
didn't stab you.
And
Murdertha stabbed you.
they're part of your group.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I am them. I'm not responsible for all the things they do.
That's very infantilizing of Murdertha to make someone else responsible.
You're looking at the like goddamn child and being like, you are the responsible one. You should take care of all of these people. It's like, the fuck.
No, the group is responsible.
Why? We went from your
Agreed.
friends 5 minutes ago to like your mortal enemies real fast.
Look, I tend not to like people who stab me for no reason.
There were 100% reasons.
Not logical, reasonable ones.
You know
That's
what
not the
Murdertha's
point.
about. You've been with Murdertha for a while. You know you don't talk about gnomes in front of Murdertha.
Oh, you need to remember that he would have been around this universe's Murdertha, who probably likes gnomes.
Actually,
Is that
this
a gnome
universe's
box that
Murdertha
appeared?
might be half gnome.
You don't know
Please
what's
don't say
downstairs.
such terrible things.
That would be fucking exceptional. We bump into the other versions of us, and other
It is a gnome
Murdertha is
box.
Shit.
half gnome.
Look, it's just completely unreasonable to just stab someone for just mentioning something you don't like. Like if I went around killing people,
I mean, I'm still asleep,
Well-
so you're complaining to no one.
Are you having this discussion in the middle of the night right now?
Like, I'm asleep, he's complaining to no one.
I mean, he's probably
I'm
complaining
currently
to
out-
just Lumen.
I mean, Lumen's definitely outside practicing at this juncture in the night.
Uh,
Although my bat's still in the room sleeping because bat.
I would go outside and complain.
You go outside just to
Just find
complain.
anybody who's awake to complain to.
I guess Lumen's just like, I'm sorry for the trouble we've caused you, but like.
Look,
There's
I
not a lot
just-
I can do about it. I'm
mean-
sorry, dude.
You can help rein in your psychopathic friend for a start.
I mean, they're your psychopathic friend too, right?
But I
Oh,
think you've
yeah.
made that not any longer, and you've made it abundantly clear that you're clearly different people from the people I know.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So now you're finally on board with this. Okay.
Well, I thought you would at least be reasonable people. Clearly not.
Okay. Fair enough. You can believe we are unreasonable.
I mean, it's relatively unreasonable to just stab someone
I agree.
for very little to no reason.
I agree.
Anyway. What are you trying to do out here?
I'm trying to learn how to make Mage Hand quiet and also invisible, so I gain a level of telekinesis.
Don't cast it, therefore it's invisible and also unheard.
But then it won't exist.
Exactly.
But then I can't use it to be telekinetic.
Hey, I'm just saying a potential way to make your
No, what
mage hand invisible and also like whatever
what
the
you're
other
suggesting
thing.
is I just don't do it.
I mean, it's an option.
Yeah, but it's not what I'm pursuing. Continues to use Mage Hand over and over again.
And Lumen decides to say, "Oh, and also you should probably go back to bed, otherwise you won't be getting any rest tonight."
That's true. You should probably go back to bed.
I
And
mean, your friend's probably just going to stab me again anyway, so...
They won't stab you if you just don't mention gnomes. That's the good rule of thumb with them.
I mean, I can't not just mention an entire type of people.
I mean, you can.
I mean, they're an entire type of people. I can't not talk about them when they happen to
Look,
come
I
up.
just don't want you to be exhausted in the morning. Please go to sleep. They will not attack you again unless you provoke them. Just don't talk to them in that case.
I wasn't talking to them.
If your only option is to... oh my god, you did! You spoke to them! I saw it!
Andrew, are those empty, those pens?
yeah, everything else is
The
currently
ones in the top
empty.
corner?
Just,
Are they
just
reasonably clean
go
and
have a
clear?
nap.
Yeah, they've not been used by animals in a while, so they're like you
'Cause
could
I'm sure-
sweep anything out and it'll be mostly
I'm sure Lauren's
clean.
character does actually feel sleepy at this juncture, right?
Yes, but if you're just going to stab me again, you might as well just have it done with and kill me now.
Quick side note, Zamla is eavesdropping on all of this and he's writing, like, everything down in his book.
I,
Or is
I,
I'm like here behind the corner somewhere?
no, even
I'm-
better.
I'm
I
very distressed,
like to
but
think
I
that
guess,
he's like
you can
at the top of
lead
the
a horse to
stairs,
water, but
peeking
you
over.
Can't make it drink. I would really like you to drink from all this water I'm trying to feed you, but fair enough.
No,
Please
no,
go to bed. This is the last I will say of it.
Stop trying to force feed me water and stab me. It's getting boring.
Don't make me count to 10.
Do you wish to die?
No.
Then why do you want me to stab you?
Just if you're going to continue to stab me, you might as well get it over with and kill me.
I don't want to and have never wanted to. One person I know wanted to.
That you're friends with.
Friend is a strong word. They're in my party.
Ouch.
Smoothie, Smoothie?
Power
Ah,
is
Smoothie!
right now.
Smoothie wakes up with a cold sweat and doesn't know why. But also, Meredith wakes up and is sad, but doesn't know why.
I'm not sleeping in the same room as them. I also want my money back.
Meredith's quite nice, but Mereditha has some properties that are like not ideal. But she's Mereditha. Well, Mereditha is quite nice though. Mereditha saved a lot of lives. Mereditha's helped in the sewers and stuff. Mereditha's pretty cool.
Let's
But,
see
like,
how
I don't.
let's see how
the
good
gnome
Mereditha
murder
is.
thing is like
What was that?
not ideal.
Sorry,
don't-
Andrew, what was that?
Mereditha, when you wake up and are sad but don't know why, you probably just don't even care that the other people aren't there. You turn over and you see that Felix is like tossing and turning in the bed, and they look like they're like having a bad dream or something.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I've like fish around in my bag for like the little like kobold like stuffed toy I carry with me and I'll like try and like give it to Felix to hold to try and calm them down.
Felix hugs it tightly and rests more easily.
That's pretty much what I was gonna say. So
Look,
excellent. You I suppose Felix wouldn't just reveal this to you, so I can just tell you because it's fun. They were having the ball of yarn nightmare, where there's a giant ball of yarn chasing them, and then a big brave kobold suddenly appeared and saved them, representing the doll.
I will then walk out into the hallway and see what's going on.
Excellent. Another person's got up. When you get to the top of the stairs, you see Zemlur taking notes while looking over, and you can see person you stabbed and Lumen talking. Lumen looks kind of exasperated.
Look,
Just gonna like walk down.
Go back to sleep, please.
I intend to, just not in the same place as
I'm up.
people
What's
who
up?
like to.
Oh, hi, Meredith.
How are we doing this
Alright,
morning?
see, now Meredith's here, and now you can go back to sleep.
Oh, hey, who are you again?
Not that it matters because you want me dead, but I'm going to sleep.
Who wants you dead?
I don't know, that guy's really obsessed with the idea that, like, you want to kill him for no reason.
I mean, he attacked us, so I stabbed him.
Yeah, I get it. You did kind of jump the gun by stabbing him early.
I mean, I gave him a little, like, don't say such awful things, Nick.
Just a play stab.
Like, you saw what happened
I-
when I really stabbed him.
Yeah, I
Warning
get it,
stab.
I get it. You were holding back on your first attack, but, like, you know...
It was basically not even like a stab. It was more of like a poke.
It's just, it's not the best way to make a first impression.
I mean, I think that's on him.
God, who could have been able to tell that Manji was the one holding the party together?
Yes.
Oh, Felix has no idea that their dad is gone yet.
It's fine.
But yeah, it's that whole, you know, people aren't like generally keen on people who stab them, but like I get it. It's sort of your way, but I hope that you can both be friends eventually.
He sounds very prejudiced. I don't really know if you want to be friends with someone that prejudiced.
Everyone has their flaws, but it's all about,
He almost sounds like a gnome. Fucking gnomes.
it's all about looking past people's flaws and trying to see the best in them.
You're so wise for your age.
Oh, it's really tickled us.
Because there's a lot more that unites us than divides us, really, you know?
Except gnomes. More divides us from them. But he doesn't seem like a gnome, so hopefully they'll come round.
I disagree. Gnomes don't seem that bad.
I mean, the only gnomes we've ever met were part of an evil cult.
I mean, I've met other gnomes besides those ones.
Yeah,
they didn't
Yeah,
seem super
they were part
evil.
of an evil cult.
You met that one other
Okay.
gnome who you
was
saw
part of an
get
evil
hung
cult.
up and drawn and quartered.
Yeah, I was walking along in the city with this other gnome who seemed nice, and then they got brutally murdered in the middle of the
oh.
street.
Oh, don't worry, he was part of an evil cult.
I don't know, man. I just don't think an entire race is evil, just based on like one event that some gnomes committed, or their god committed, right?
I'm
Because
sorry.
not all
my-
gnomes venerate their own god, right, and
I'm,
stuff.
I'm sorry, my god tells me otherwise. And between a mortal and a god, who's gonna be right?
I mean, who
Depends on the
knows?
god.
It does depend on the god, but gods aren't all knowing and powerful and morally
I mean, if
just.
they weren't,
Some
they
gods,
wouldn't be called
Mm.
god.
gods
Some of
make.
them lie. I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of there.
I am going on the path of. Well, not all gods are like all knowing and make perfect, clear decisions all the time.
I only worship a perfect god.
Otherwise, why
Perfectly trapped god.
like Io sort of punish them all for making bad choices all the time? Like,
Well done, Joseph.
gods are not infallible beings in this universe.
You got them mixed up again.
It's
Ao.
Ao.
Ao, yeah. Well, you can't
Also,
not.
how do you know
Look,
that
it's
in this
Ao
universe?
v Io.
I know.
I don't know what you're talking about. My god's perfect. They tell me gnomes are the problem. I believe them.
I have a question. If your god is perfect, then how come they got trapped?
Oh, like a
Ooh.
conspiracy of evil gnomes. It's just a horrible thing.
But
Like,
a
'cause the
perfect
issue is, like,
being would never
the-
be able to be
because
trapped.
the issue is like one god can use their abilities against another god, and like a
But that
god is
means
perfect
neither
to
of them
us,
is perfect.
But like on their own plane, they can be annoying towards each other. Like I don't expect you to get it because you're not like religious in any way.
I
Like you're too young to get it. Don't worry about it.
I mean, Coronarethian's alright. I pray at Coronarethian. He's a
Ruffle your
good god.
hair. It's
Oron
fine. You're just
Arethian?
too young to understand how great my god is.
The god of elves.
Yeah, I know. You're just missing a few L's.
Yeah, it's Coralon.
Coral Lorethian. There you go. But yeah, there's just like, I mean, like gods just don't seem perfect.
Fine, you cannot know like you just don't know the full plan.
I mean, I guess I don't, and I certainly wouldn't put myself up on the level of a deity.
Exactly.
But
All
they
of us
just-
can only do what the gods guide us to do, and only have the skills they give us.
I don't think so. There's definitely some things that are like outside of the scope of gods and things like that, right?
Nope, everything is fate and chosen by God.
But what about the gods of chaos? Surely they're not fated.
Oh, they're 100% fated. It's all fate.
I don't think so. I don't think it's all set in stone like
Free
that.
choice doesn't exist.
Nearby
determined.
Newt can just hear all of this and is like, it's way too early in the morning for this argument to be happening.
Time is it in the morning, actually?
It's like 4 a.m. or whatever.
Yeah, it's like it's still a few hours before.
It's the
getting up
time where
time.
Lumen and the robot should be up, and like everyone else should still be asleep.
Can I try to find flasks somewhere?
Sure, if you go,
Small flasks.
you could probably find like a couple of like small flask-like things behind the bar type of thing.
But yeah.
Is there anybody behind the bar?
Currently the tavern is pretty much empty.
But yeah, Lumen's
At this
real.
time in the morning, it would just be the chef in the kitchen.
Which is the kobold?
Yeah.
What did my cat do? Oh, just refresh the site. Never mind. I'll go into the kitchen and ask the kobold in the kitchen. Hi, do you have any unused small flasks that I can use?
He like rummages through some stuff, and he's like, "How long do you need them?"
Indefinite? Lee?
You got any money?
No. I could... What could I do? Do you need anything specific? What is your kitchen out of anything liquid?
Oh, I could really do with some mayonnaise.
Okay, do you have a big pot somewhere? How much do you
The-
want?
Oh,
First
I
time it's been used this way in any useful sort of manner.
I'd need a fair bit, but I could give you like a few containers if you happen to have a fair bit of mayonnaise on you.
Me.
If he gives me like a big pot, I'll just fill whatever container he gives me up to the top.
You got a deal.
So I can give him up to 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Okay, so he steals 1 day's worth of your item,
That's fine.
and then gives you, let's say 4 small containers.
How much hold do they hold?
Like water skin type of things.
Oh, that's very big. I was more looking for like flasks, like small flasks for like things like potion vials and whatnot.
Oh yeah, they can be the
Size
smaller. I
things.
don't know what you were looking for, so I just said water skin.
No, I meant small, 1 gulp kind of
1 go. Ah, so you
size.
actually, I've got just the thing for you. And he goes round to the bar and opens up like a cabinet, and you can have a couple of these, and he gives you some really tiny water skins. He explains that they're normally used for like shots.
Okay.
Is that better? Is that what you want, Christian? Is it closer? Well, I was looking for more than a shot.
I mean, yeah, I was, but
Well, too fucking bad. You've got your 2 options are shot or water skin.
well,
Now where's
That's
my
fine.
mayonnaise?
He
Uh,
needs
if you
2
allow me to
gallons
make-
of it.
if you allow me to make like my elixirs and whatnot in the shot glasses, then that's also fine. The shot skins, sorry.
Ugh.
Why does that just not sound pleasant?
I know. So all this aside, Berditha, once you've concluded your conversation that you know that you're in the right of, are you going to go back to bed for the last hour or 2 or so?
I'm up and I'm gonna start just like getting stuff ready because I got the vibe that guy didn't like me, so I'm gonna go start getting stuff sorted out of just my pack for when people are actually wake up and ready to go.
Sure, you've probably had about enough rest time for a full rest.
Yeah, I just feel like it's very obvious that I would not be welcomed back into the room.
But
I'm gonna keep practicing good old mage hand.
you go into your room, you get daggers stared at you by him as you pick up your stuff and go downstairs to find Newt just making mayonnaise.
I've heard people really like that stuff, but it's never tasted great to me.
Oh yeah, do I see anything like wander by along the road at night or anything? Or any animals or stuff?
What's a weird thing for you to see? Yeah, a flump.
A flump! Oh, I want it to be its friend. I approach it and just ask it how it is.
It
wanna
farts in
be
your
its
general
best.
direction and then continues on.
Wonderful. Oh, goodbye, my friend.
His first time ever seeing one.
It's beautiful.
This
I
moment,
fart in
will,
your general direction.
this moment will live with me forever. It's beautiful.
What it actually
What a good
said in
boy.
Flump was "Peace be with you," and then continued. But it just
What a
looked like it
good
just farted
boy.
at you.
In
What a-
Flump,
what a-
it's like a Shakespearean sonnet, like the most beautiful thing ever imaginable.
I'm taken aback by its wonder. Such a good boy.
Okay,
I
so
wish you luck on your journey, Senior Flump.
in that case, both Newt and Mereditha would be like in the general area. To be honest, I imagine that Newt probably got a free breakfast, then says he doesn't need it, so Mereditha gets a free breakfast.
Sick.
So you get like
Yeah,
the
I'll
full
Terrorizing Lawrence always pays off.
bacon and eggs.
I would just after getting those busts, I would go back to my little workstation that I had and keep dissecting the rats that I have, and B, take one of the shot skins, put some random items in there, and
Give it a shake. Magic item.
give it a shake.
Don't stare at it.
No. So similar to when he did his beam out of his face, like a little compartment in his chest opens up. He puts it in, and like a little reactor, it starts glowing. And he takes it out. It's got like, I made something, and he doesn't know what.
Nice.
He made something. Cool.
Okay, so
I cooked something in my chest.
you will learn something soon about rats, and have successfully done all that stuff.
And Zamla is going to go outside and find a tree branch on the ground.
There's no tree branches for miles around.
Really?
Nah, you easily find
Not
one.
even trees.
It turns out in this dimension there are no trees.
No, there's
They
trees, just no
never-
branches.
I thought trees were fake.
A lot
He
of
just
them
doesn't
are.
tell
Trees, but
anybody.
they're all tree ends.
Turns out they're all ents.
I heard trees are fake. I read about it in a book. Wait.
You pick up a
Oh.
branch and the tree end goes, "What do you think you're doing?"
That's my baby.
That was my dick.
I was thinking it,
That's
but
not-
All right,
I
I'll
was
have a
gonna go in.
different stick then.
what are you doing with my elongated nipple?
Oh, this
Okay,
fucking thing's weird.
yeah, that is a weird tree ant. So,
It's
Another
another
Mereditha,
with this
dimension.
group.
you would at some point, probably like 7-ish, you'd notice like a little goblin come in, and then over the next half hour or so, basically crowds start forming around him. This is just all while you're eating your breakfast.
Start forming around this little goblin.
Yeah.
Now that everyone's sort of started to wake up, I'll finish up my psychic training and then go see what's happening with this goblin.
You notice the sun's coming up and like, yeah, probably a good chance to go back inside now.
I guess that means Via would probably wake up and just like sit on the edge of this bed and just like very gently like stir Felix. Come on, everyone's already gone downstairs. Help you, Pop.
Felix being
Ah,
cat hates this.
look-
and likes being asleep most of the day.
Look, like hugs the doll close. Yes. Oh, Joseph, what was that's it. Yes, Sir Galahad, you saved me. Let's go.
That will land on Felix's shoulder. Yes, Sir Galahad. The person in Felix's dream.
Yeah, which is
Ah.
the kobold from the Friday game that everyone hates.
I don't.
I know I don't, but
But also in that
Just
case,
I don't.
if that's how he responds, Via will just be like, just like give him a little smile and just be like, at least I've let him know.
the bat
Starts
will
heading.
land on Felix's shoulder and go down with Felix.
breakfast.
How are you all? It's gonna be mid today.
The day is feeling like a very midday.
Yeah, goes outside. It's gonna be like just gets like a minor like what what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck.
It's a
premonition
small vision of the future,
of-
and it's just like, wow,
and
today's
it's just
so
like-
average.
Yeah, today's gonna be, she's like, man, today's gonna be mid. On the plus side, it looks like nothing awful's going to happen.
Then it starts raining. Like, why? It was dry out a second ago.
Useless ass psychic powers.
But yeah, what's going on with this goblin?
So everyone's coming down. What about Zim Zam Zam Zim 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 Zoom Zoom Zoom?
Levi Rosman, what's he doing?
Thompson.
Zimmy zammy whammy.
I mean, if you're going to continue calling him Levy, he's just not going to bother.
Levy
coming
or
down.
saw.
The Zammy Swammy.
Oh, you won't know until he comes down.
Yeah, Zim Zam, you wake up now fully rested.
Down.
She's like, oh, everyone's left.
Oh, Zimzam, you're here. Nice.
Everyone, when you walk into the room, you see two things. You see a goblin with like a load of people around, garnering lots of attention, and you see a kobold shoveling bacon into their mouth.
Sure, what's the deal with the goblin? Why are people interested in this goblin? Just because it's dancing and stuff?
Who you asking?
Is this like some sort of man v
Yeah,
food
I'll
challenge?
just ask like this guy. Random commoner number 3.
Oh, there's some sort of a fortune teller or something.
Oh, sweet! I want my fortune read.
Raises eyebrow. Fortune teller?
Yeah, you're one as well, right? You can take notes and compare and contrast, right?
Not sure if I should be
She like
insulted by
smiles
that.
at
or
that.
not.
But she's like, she actually smiles by that, and it's just more like, well, my parents tried to train me, but I can try.
But yeah, I'm sold on like learning more about weird fortune tellery powers. It might help me get a better understanding of just Via in general. So I'm down.
I mean, Via's like, first, one, she's like curious on like what this person's methods are. Two, if they are like a legit diviner, see if she could like learn anything from them if that is the case. Because the people that was training are totally different universe now, so she's like, shit. Trying to learn this all with just my notes.
But yeah, the divination goblin, divine my future.
You
Well, actually, I'll patiently wait my turn.
yeah, you say that, and then
I
the person who
wouldn't
looks
say
like
that
Lawrence's
until
character is like, no, I'm next.
I wouldn't say it until it was my turn. I'd wait in line. I'm a good boy.
Okay, so yeah, that's the person who would go next, and you would essentially see him proffer a deck of cards and ask the person to draw one.
Okay.
Can I ritual cast detect magic while I'm waiting in line?
That seems like a suspicious thing to do.
Setting up the ritual.
Because she's
of
curious as to
random-
how he works. She wants to see more.
To be
Hmm.
fair,
If anyone
that-
asks,
it-
she's like, I'm
it
literally.
makes
If
sense
anyone asks,
for-
she's like, I'm literally just trying to learn what they're doing.
To be fair, it makes sense for Via because Via was interested in how this divination works.
I think you can do that, but Joseph's definitely gonna get
mean, if-
his go before you find anything out.
Okay, I'm fine with this.
Because
How long does
Like,
it take
my-
to cast detect
My
magic?
loot.
I've-
10
if-
minutes plus
yeah, if
action.
you're ritual casting it,
I mean,
Casting
it's-
time, 1 action, duration, concentration of 10 minutes.
Yeah, but
Yes,
if you're
but
ritual,
if you ritual cast it, it's
casting
plus 10
something,
minutes.
adds 10 minutes to the casting time. Which means, so it'll take you 10 minutes and 6 seconds to cast.
I'll
Which,
burn a
like,
spell
is
slot.
fine. No, you
Oh,
have
that's
no
even
reason
more
to spend a spell
suspicious.
slot. You have no reason to do this. Like, I'm trusting of this person, and if all you want to know is their methodology, you could just ritual cast it and you'll learn. What's up? It'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. I'll
Oh.
she'll cast it.
So
She only needs to say it work on one person.
So you see the person who definitely isn't Lawrence walking away looking quite pleased with themselves.
Neat.
All right, who's next?
Who is next in line? Is it one of like the other people or is it me?
No one like steps forward. It seems like there's no line or anything. It's just like a bunch of people like
Alright.
I want to go, but no one's.
I'll have a shot. Why not?
Ah, hello there. What's your name, Sonny?
I'm Lumen. I'm from another dimension, so what have I got to lose?
Oh, so am I.
Oh, neat! High five. This is like the second dimension I've been to.
Oh yes, big traveller, me. Which dimension you from? 6283 or 589?
Oh, I don't know the numbers yet.
Either do I. I made that up.
Fair enough.
So, you want your fortune told?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Sit on down then, Sonny.
I'll sit down.
Alright. Draw yourself a card.
I'll draw a card.
Josephio. Roll me a D100.
4.
And fuck for that. Because it's re-roll on, I think, 68 or less. Oh, sorry, 68 or more. And I just kept getting it when I was doing that. Alright. Squint. Yeah, I know what that one is.
Are you desperately trying to read the incredibly blurry?
No.
Squint for forbidden knowledge.
Like,
Roll me a
it
D6.
looks like roll a D6. Okay. Here you go. 1.
Good.
Wrongest of numbers.
So the card that you draw has a picture of a book on it.
Ooh, I like books.
Yeah, that was actually quite a fitting one. And he like looks at you and looks at the card and is like, oh, that's quite an interesting one. So yeah, you're looking for something, I think.
I am.
Trying to. He's like squinting and like looking at / through you. Trying to find something yourself. Something. You're trying to learn about yourself. Is that right?
I mean, I guess, yeah. I met this gardener and I can't remember stuff after meeting the gardener, so I'd like to remember what happened then. Like, I think that's about what I'm trying to remember and stuff like that.
Yes, I think that this foretells you're going to be learning something quite notable, not too far into the future.
Oh, neat.
I also think we might cross paths again. As the card like vanishes out of your hand, he basically hands you what looks like a carnival ticket. He's just like, just go hold on this.
Neat. Thanks to the carnival ticket, I guess.
Where's Felix gone? Oh, he's hiding under the bats. Fuck off, bats.
Well, the bat is on his shoulder because the bat is what Lumen is using to keep an eye on him.
So you would also notice this. So that is your fortune read. At the same time, Murdertha, you have a little friend come and say hello.
Hello.
Bonjour.
I don't speak. Hello?
And then Felix is like, what?
I'm very confused. They spoke a weird language I didn't understand.
Felix seems as confused as you.
I guess I'll approach.
I'm assuming the friend isn't Felix.
Yes, the friend was Felix.
Oh, sorry. I was confused there for a second. I did not know. I'm like, I assumed you would have said Felix if you meant Felix. Sorry.
That was just
I'm like-
me being useless.
No, it's me and misinterpreting things. I'm like, how are you doing?
Good. I had a great night. Have you met Sir Galahad?
Yeah, I've met him before. He, protects the weak.
Yeah, he saved me from the greatest of all evils.
Gnomes, I know.
I mean, the Great Yarn could have a gnome in it. I've never seen it unravelled.
It's a gnome that propels it towards you. Hateful gnome.
Where's the stabbing? Stab him. You know he deserves to die for mentioning no.
The hateful gnomes, they drive all of the evils towards us.
Including Sir Galahad, now kill him.
But Sir Galahad
Why
will protect you from the evil if you keep holding on to them.
Why do you hate Sir Galahad?
I'm just following the logic of, mentions gnomes stab.
No. It wasn't because you mentioned gnomes. It was because you said a horrific thing about kobolds and gnomes getting along. Let's put that in perspective. You weirdo. You weird gnome-loving weirdo.
Oh god.
But just because I said it doesn't mean that A, I agree with it, and B, I had anything to do with it.
Sure it doesn't, Zom.
God. Joseph, you're the person who's got control of Phoenix's sheet. Just because it looks so stupid, have a quick look at what their languages says.
Okay. Languages. Oh, God. No. Disgusting.
What does it say?
Common French +2.
Ugh.
+2? That mean?
It means that they know 2 other languages on top of those.
Yet
It will be decided at random when they are important.
Correct.
True.
But yeah, Murdatha will just sort of sit and finish his breakfast.
Would you share some of your massive pile of bacon?
Yeah, I'll share my bacon.
I imagine you've got 2 plates. There's one plate that's just bacon, and another plate that's your breakfast.
Yeah.
It's just mayonnaise.
Oh, God.
We don't eat mayonnaise on our breakfast. That's a disgusting habit.
No, but oddly enough, you do. If you walk in the back right now, that kobold is just bathing in mayonnaise right now.
Yeah, he was lying. He didn't really want mayonnaise for anything food related.
You've got what you wanted out of it. He's apparently got what he wanted out of it. So yeah, Lumen seems relatively pleased with his telling of the fortune.
Yeah, the book, good times. Like, that seems pretty good. I got a carnival ticket out of it as well.
Me next.
Oh,
Yeah.
Newt runs in. Via's like, oh, can everyone wait? I still haven't finished casting. I don't know if this is magic or not.
Oh, Lumen's 100%. It's definitely magic. The card vanished
I
from
mean,
my
at
hand.
this
So-
point, I'm just waiting to finish me casting, and then going to go and talk, and we'll learn it as watching it happen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Newt, the same sort of thing will happen. Of like, hello. And he squints at you. Maybe, young man. Maybe.
I am young.
Okay, good. See? My eyes aren't going yet. So, you want your fortune told?
Sure. How does this work? What is that?
Oh,
Points at the deck.
very, very, very powerful magic. Whatever.
How does it work?
Whatever you draw, it's gonna happen.
That seems weird.
So,
How many can I draw?
Just one.
Okay. Where's the roller? There.
No, roll again. Oh god. One. That's gonna be either awful or great. It has to be. Oh god, the blur.
Oh god,
Squint
blur.
for forbidden knowledge.
Oh, god. Has anyone figured out what's happening with the cards yet?
I mean, I think so. I think you're just using the deck of like many more.
Mm-hmm.
And then Felix
So
gets them.
Mm-hmm.
so the first one is to draw from different decks.
And then, yeah, Felix literally just gets all the stuff.
Yeah.
Or, if it's a good thing, Felix gets it. If a bad thing, then we get it.
Oh, I like that. That's not what I have planned, but I do like that.
Hence why Felix has got those +2 languages.
If it's a bad thing, Manji gets it.
If it's a
Wherever they
Poor
are.
Manji.
man.
Doesn't get to draw and gets the bad things. So,
It's
wait.
the inverse square law of negative attraction.
When you flip the card, it is just a horrible tentacle monster. And he's like, looks at you and is like, oh, that's an interesting one. And he like looks at you and stares through you. Like,
Does that mean I will turn into a horrible tentacle monster?
hey, that's not out of the question. He's like,
And now
y-
Felix has telepathy
yeah.
out to 90 feet.
So he looks
And
like
he turns into a horrible tentacle monster.
I can't wait until we've drawn a bunch of these and we get to the end and Felix is the strongest member of the party.
Tentacle kitty.
Yeah, we just turn around and Felix is like a level 20 adventurer or something.
nice, good for
Wait,
Felix.
he's
It's
a
like
cat- he's a-
three legendary.
He's a cat person, and does he turn into a displacer beast person now? Because of the tentacles.
Maybe, but that doesn't happen, so we don't need to worry about that. You see
That would
the
be fun though.
the goblin looking at you, and they look like they're thinking about something, and it's like, nah, I don't think it's as fun to tell you that, but yeah, I can see that happening. You're gonna meet someone from your past. I'll say that much.
I don't have much of a past.
And then he just like shrugs and is like, "That's all I'm gonna say."
On the bright side, I got a carnival ticket.
That seems unlikely.
He also hands you a carnival ticket, Newt.
What do I do with this?
Oh, it just means that maybe we'll meet again in the future. I'm just passing through at the minute. You want to come to the actual carnival when it's in town? Question mark?
What's carnival?
The greatest place on earth!
Okay.
Fair enough. Time has passed. Via, your spell has completed. Good God, there's a lot of magic coming off that deck.
It just from her perspective, it just lights up the room. And she's like, bloody hell.
All the different
Okay.
types of magic.
And inexplicably, there's a thin cord between the deck and Felix.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Felix is just gaining all this power. Oh,
Sit in like that. Sit or stool on the opposite. Morning.
Good morning.
So you're a diviner?
Correct.
So how do you go...
Looks like you are
I'm
too.
kind of a diviner myself. Yeah, I'm kind of a diviner myself, but still learning, so I'm interested.
Well, you could say I've got a bit of a special relationship with this deck.
So it's the deck that does the...
Yeah. The deck lets me understand certain things, but really it's the deck that's the magic one.
Why is it connected to the cat boy over there?
Connected to the what now?
Puts two and two together that he doesn't... Well, actually, I'll insight it
Yeah, give me an insight.
to see if he genuinely doesn't understand what the bloody hell I just meant, or if he's just being like, yeah, I know what's happening. 19.
You believe he's being genuine.
So he doesn't. So feels like, never mind. I'm still learning myself. Would you mind letting me see you in action? You can tell my future.
Oh, I'd be more than
But
happy
you might have a
to.
bit of a tough. You might have a bit of a tough time
Go ahead.
with me specifically.
Draw your fate.
Nyeh. 32.
Time for a squint.
Squint again for forbidden knowledge.
Then I've looked at that one. I don't remember what it does. Oh, it's fucking long. Squint. At any time within 1 year. Oh my god.
Just next time.
Okay.
Next time he wants to know something, he knows.
Does the goblin actually? Does the goblin actually say that he looks and goes, any time within 1 year? I'll go.
Oh god, this one's got a really long description. Okay, so that's all.
So anytime within the next year, whenever Felix wants to, they can just go, ah, yes, I know now.
Something map.
Something.
Okay, so you turn over the card, and it seems to be the kind of thing you'd sort of associate with like a children's depiction of like a treasure map sort of thing. And he's like, "Oh, it looks like you're looking for something or someone or somewhere maybe." He's like again looking at you.
She's listening intently, but trying to poker face. She's like in a sort of, I'm listening to what you're going to say. Let him get on with it.
Give me another.
As opposed to drip feeding him more details.
Give me another insight. Yeah, that's good enough. In the reverse of what you said, of you looking at his expressions, you can tell that he's seeing, like, he's like processing a lot. And after a while, he's like, "Oh, okay. So yeah, a lot.
A lot to unpack there, Jesus."
Okay.
The tricksy fate in VR starts to come out. It's like the side of her mouth starts to crack into a smirk.
Okay, so I don't normally do this, but you from what I can tell, you seem like a nice girl. Gonna make a bit of give you a bit of advice. Don't try to get in contact with family.
inquire as to why.
You may not.
That's it.
I'll say this though. At
What
least
if-
not till you
what-
get, and then he does quotation marks, home.
Confirms that we're not
Noted.
back.
See that again?
I said it just confirms that we're not back.
Right.
Yeah, we definitely. I mean, we already knew that though.
We
If
didn't.
we were,
Yeah, but it's
No, we did.
confirmation. Without
we
using
100%
it's
knew we
confirmation
weren't,
without
because-
using meta knowledge.
well, no,
How
it
did we
wasn't even
know?
meta knowledge. Lawrence's character didn't exist in the previous timeline, and he claims to know us. If we were back, then
He could
we-
also be from a different dimension.
He could, but it would mean that there'd be two scenarios. Either we're back, but another person has been shifted into our dimension, or when we mysteriously got transported to a different dimension, we didn't end up in our original one, and we ended up in a different one that this guy's from, who confirmed that we weren't there. I'm just on the one seemed more likely to me. It
But yeah,
fair.
Via just says noted to that because she's thinking in the back of her head this is exactly the sort of shit her parents would have told somebody in this scenario. So she'll take it seriously.
And he's like, sorry, I'm not... Part of the whole thing, I'm not really allowed to give spoilers. So...
Oh, I get
Wait,
it.
you're telling
Seeing and
fortunes, but
knowing
you're
your own
not
future,
spoiling?
changing it and all that.
Well, it's fortunes in that I know what's going to happen. And the card
requires a lot
reveals
more
a
power.
part.
And it requires a lot more power to actually bend fate rather than just give somebody a nudge. So you can't just tell someone the future, otherwise they'll change it or try to. But you can give them a nudge. Isn't that right?
What if that was
say
what's...
to the goblin person.
Exactly.
If everything's predetermined, then and telling them might have actually created that future in the first place.
You start the whole crowd having a similar conversation about fate and predeterminism. So, anyone else?
I yell over the room, murder that! You have to
Why?
try this.
Why?
It's
I know what my fate
Mildly
is. It's to kill
amusing.
gnomes.
wait. Felix is gonna step up and try it.
Okay, great. I was saving this till after, but Felix like, oh yeah, this looks fun. I want to go. When Felix goes to draw the card, the deck moves out the way.
What?
You know when you see like a
Yeah.
deck of cards like in like the staircase slanted sort of thing.
Felix just keeps grabbing at it.
Murdertha would like to walk menacingly towards the cards, being like, "You will let Felix pick one of you, or I will break you all."
The goblins looking at them like, I don't actually have an answer for this.
Felix, try
What's your-
again.
Felix
tries again.
and the cards move out of the way.
I stab the pile of cards.
The cards move out of the way. In fact,
Keep stabbing at the cards.
the cards are
like,
just
Murdertha, you have to take a card, not stab the cards. That's not how it works.
the cards are unaffected by your stabbing when you eventually do manage to hit them.
I look at the goblin.
Sorry, it's got a mind of its own.
Why does it have a mind of its own?
You see like a really perplexed look on his face, and you like without even insight you realize you've just asked something that he's never considered. It's like he's now thinking to himself, why does it have its own consciousness?
I have a question. What's your fortune, Mr. Goblin?
Oh, I'm not allowed to draw from it. Part of the deal.
Okay.
Murdertha will not touch any of the filthy, evil cards.
Aww.
I mean, the only way to destroy the cards seems to be to draw them. Because every time we drew a card, they burn up. If you wish to destroy the deck, you must draw every card.
Challenge accepted.
I'm just gonna like move Felix away from this evil deck and be like, it's not your fault, Felix. The deck just is awful.
Just like a cat batting at a toy. Felix is like just swiping at the table, and the deck just keeps moving out the way. No, don't worry, Mirtha. I can do this. It's like whack-a-mole, but like a second too late.
What's Levy's? What's Zimzam's future?
After a while, Felix starts getting tired. It's like, yeah, I'd rather have bacon. Mirtha.
That's okay, Felix. We're your friend.
Zimzam doesn't go anywhere near the deck.
Fair enough.
I guess. Zamler, do you want to go?
Let's think. Sure, yeah.
So you would approach the table. The goblin would instantly look at you and be like, "Oh, interesting. Ah, would you like your fortune read?"
Well, yes. Why wouldn't I?
Well, draw away.
I draw a card.
So roll a D100. And then I have to do some squinting.
30.
Okay. That's a really powerful one.
What did Felix get this time?
So when you flip the card, you see it's sort of like a depiction of a knight holding a lance.
Yes.
And he looks at you.
All of Felix's ability scores have improved by 1.
Yeah. And it is like, that's interesting. So.
What is it?
So. You are. He like leans into like sort of whisper it to you. It's like you're not quite normal. I think you're part of another creature, but according to this card, you're not.
I mean, it depends on the time of day, really. What's true now could not be tomorrow.
That is
Perhaps it's
true, but not.
currently not true at all. Just go with it, I'd say.
He basically says that it's sort of hard to read your fortune because you exist and don't, but also he seems to confusingly say that you don't exist and have started existing. So, good job.
You're very kind.
He's like, God, there's a lot of really weird fortunes in here today. I just expected a bunch of commoners.
I have a question. What is the bat's fortune? Bet the bat. I want to know.
Sure. Let's see
Have
how
as many people as possible draw a card.
let's see how fucking weird of a story I can give the bat.
78.
No.
Spin again.
Roll again.
100.
No.
Spin again.
That's bollocks. How
80.
and that 100 doesn't.
24.
24. What's? Oh, I accidentally looked at another picture. Shit. Scroll. 24. Ooh.
Gem. It is.
Felix is rich.
Very.
The goblin is just like humoring the bat that's picked up a card, and is like, interesting. You will have a grand adventure. None of your species will ever be able to top.
Squeak.
Yes, that will happen.
Squeak.
Yes.
Squeak.
Well, when that happens to you, don't forget about your old pal here.
Squeak. Squeak, squeak.
And then he flies off. And he just looks over as he lands on like Lumen, and he's like, "Oh well, congratulations."
On what?
Badger says, "Squeak to you."
It's so weird. He could talk earlier, but now he's just squeaking.
Yeah, he squeaks when it's like
Doing
the
it on purpose.
multiversal secrets.
True. The bat knows everything secretly.
Hey, was it Mr. Levy Zombie Law or something? Do you want to go on that? No response.
Because he's muted. He did respond.
Ah, rip.
It's Zimzam and no.
Riveting.
Okay, if you're not doing it, Lawrence, just for fun, roll me a D100 and see what. Let's see what you would have got. Because I need to know.
And my homunculus pull a card.
59.
Your homunculus doesn't count as a person, so no.
Wait, a bat does, but my homunculus doesn't? How rude.
The only reason Joseph has the bat is because I made it exist.
Fair enough. Oh, wow.
Oh, stop cheating. What did you get? 59. 59. Okay, that's an old
I
one.
think that's...
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an
It's an
alright
old
one. So not a single negative.
Felix is on your sugar daddy.
Oh, later on, Felix is going to be so disappointed when they go in their bag for their apple, and it's just like a gem,
A giant pile of money.
but it's like an apple-shaped gem. He's like, but I wanted the apple. Oh, I wanted a peanut.
Felix, you can buy
Yeah,
an
exactly.
apple with that.
Don't worry. His mind will then later tell him, wait, money can be exchanged for goods and services. Thanks.
Explain how.
In the same way that you can exchange it for steamed hams.
That's a great homo. What would have been hilarious if Felix got something like Jester and became 10th level, and then just told no one?
I mean, he wouldn't know.
Exactly. It would be fucking hilarious.
Wait, did
Also, 10th
anything
level
happen
of
to
what?
us?
Nothing
Well,
happened to any of you.
No.
A lot
Just
happened
10th
to
level
Felix.
in general. he would be 10th level of something, whatever he decided
And
to
have
be. I
stat
guess
boosts and loads of money.
it would be so funny if that occurred. It didn't though. Felix is still just our wonderful cat, our wonderful pet cat.
So after like pretty much everyone has their fortunes read, everyone would have been handed one of the carnival tickets after they'd done their reading, and as he's heading out, he's like, "All right, so don't forget, if you're ever in the neighborhood, which could be anywhere, don't forget to drop on by."
So if I'm ever anywhere, come to the carnival.
Yes,
Got it.
to the Sealy Market.
Got it. Sealy Market.
Via's ears perk up. Knew it.
And as a little bonus, once you're there, I might even let you draw from the deck and get a bit more. Him not knowing that
Ooh.
Felix has actually been getting all these powers.
What do you mean get more?
Oh, this is a very powerful deck of cards.
Yeah, it gives us carnival tickets.
You know what? He walks over to Zimzam. Go on, have a go. He's the only one in here who hasn't. He's ignoring Murdertha.
Fair.
Why would I want to have a go?
Because it's always good to know your future.
No, it's not. Do you have any concept of what could happen if you start meddling with time?
You could get stabbed.
Could you?
Yeah, time wizard. They don't like it.
Oh, come on,
In fact,
buddy.
it's so dangerous. You could be stabbed yesterday.
I'll draw 5 of them.
You can only draw one.
Oh, can you? I'll draw 1 then.
Okay, roll another D100.
$71.
Again.
Roll again.
45.
That's a number that works. Oh, my eyes.
45 is...
Andrew's eyes.
The terrible...
Le
It's from the
Rouge.
original deck, I think.
It is.
And I think it's not good.
Le Rouge.
I can't
Yeah,
find
here
it. Oh, there. Oh.
You know what? Roll again.
No, I want to know what this is.
I mean, it's just the someone hates you.
Oh, we know that if that gets applied to Manji, that's fine.
I mean, I've already got someone that hates me. They stopped me.
Yeah, but it doesn't get applied to you.
It's also an NPC who hates you.
Yeah, I'll roll again.
11? That's different.
Uh,
That's 11.
Squinchy eyes.
Corpus.
Corp.
You
Oh,
die
it's
immediately.
Fuck me. I'm
Demonstrate.
trying to be nice to Lawrence, who's been bullied
He-
by actually
he-
giving
he-
him the actual effect.
I'll
He
have that one.
dies immediately.
I'll take that one.
Oh, Lawrence! Why?
There you go, Andrew. You fixed it. He went from having an archenemy to instantaneous death.
There you go.
Problem
roll again.
solved.
No. I'm sticking with that.
No, you're not dying.
Then stick with the enemy.
No.
And let them never cross paths.
I'm sticking with that.
It's like super death as well. It's like Oh.
God, why did he get something good for the fake roll, and then for both of the real ones, something bad?
He super
I'm
died.
trying to give you a present, Lawrence. Trying to be nice. This is supposed to be the goblin, like, being like, look, this is the amazing things that can happen.
Yeah, you
Also,
could get an arch
that's not
enemy and
super-
die.
The effect that he has is not even super.
You're
death
right.
because
He just drops.
he is-
He drops to 0, but he's fine
Yeah.
basically.
Lawrence,
You can't heal him, but there's nowhere. It doesn't say that you can't use medicine checks to stabilize him.
roll again.
Spells
He's
and
using his
other
special
now
goblin
effects that
magic
restore hit
to
points have no effect.
remove the negative cards.
He's like, no,
64.
not that one.
Fuck just
No,
60.
not that one. Oh, that's even worse.
Lawrence!
What did he get? 64.
He got the void!
Oh yeah, he's
Again?
super dead.
What
He's
a
so
fool!
dead. He's like
How
mega
do-
dead.
How do you
this-
do
How
this?
how do you do?
Is that the 5th time he's got the void in the last year?
Maybe?
Man, Andrew,
Lawrence,
you just
stop
keep making
this!
this worse and
You
worse
shouldn't
for
have
him.
called your character Zim Zam Zambulo.
He went
was
from
bound to
having an
happen.
arch enemy to being dying on 0 hit points with very few ways of helping him recover to instantly fucked and dead. Like the
Obviously,
worst.
The universe hates Zim Zam Zambulo.
Lawrence,
No,
roll
No,
again.
I think it's these decks of cards. These decks of cards fucking hate Lawrence.
No, I'm not rolling again. I'm staying
Look,
dead.
you've got 2 more chances. You
No.
said 5, we only went through 3.
Best out of
No.
5.
You said 1. You said 1.
Yes, but he's using special goblin magic to get rid of the negative cards.
He's always like, not that one. Not that
No.
one. Not
Pick a
that
card, any card. Not that one. Not that one. No, not that one either.
He's like draws the top card of the deck before you can look at it. The goblin fucking slaps it to the ground. No, no. You know the deck does have a mind of its own, so it just fucking hates Lawrence.
one.
Oh,
Lauren, do it again.
Lawrence, please.
20.
What's 20?
20's not bad, I
Ah.
don't think.
Well,
Oh, Faye.
I mean,
A
it's...
crossing opens to the Feywild. You are instantly pulled through.
but it stays open.
Yeah, but
Yes,
it
so
stays
you can
open.
jump after.
Ah, this...
It doesn't mean there's a way back.
No,
No, sorry.
there
It
is.
says, and you immediately pulled through it, disappearing in a flash of rainbow light. You draw no more cards. The Fey crossing appears as a shimmering thing. Remains open for 1 minute after the card is drawn.
It's
the
weird that it
precise
draws you through but
location
stays open.
Is the Feywild to which it's somewhere you want it to be, but Lawrence is now in the Feywild.
This is interesting because I'm going to let that one go through because it's a normal one. This is actually an important one for Via.
Oh, hey, we could go straight
Yeah.
to your. Now we can be like you are, but here, but for us. in
but
that weird way.
you have a
I
way
know,
of
'cause-
going
yeah,
home,
it's just like that. Looks
and-
like home.
and you were just told not to see your family.
But your family's really
Yeah, she likes-
powerful, right? And surely they can help us navigate the court, and like the powerful Fae can help get us back to our own dimension. Maybe we
could point you in the right direction, and then just
Or maybe we could go talk to them, but like,
I'm not contacting.
yeah, exactly. Let's go to the Feywild.
I mean, you can.
Yeah.
I'm not stopping you.
Yeah, I guess we jump into the Feywild. Come on, Felix, Bat, and Murdertha, friends, just everybody, constructs, just Zimzams.
Zimzam's already there.
Zimzam's
Yeah, I
like,
guess we
oh,
just-
thank God I'm away from them, and then they jump through.
I guess we all jump into the Feywild.
Can I jump back?
No, we're here now. It's our only way home.
I'm stepping back through.
So you keep
I thought he got voided.
No.
No,
No, Andrew decided to keep going until he got something good.
Well,
so he
or at
got
least
sent
not
to
negative.
the Feywild. Yeah.
You keep trying to go back through the portal, but people keep coming through. It's like, come on, I want to go back. All right, here's my favorite thing to ask as DM, as I rub my temples. Is there anyone not willing to go through the portal?
I mean,
Hey, who wants to go through it right now?
d- I'm also down because Via's family sound really strong, and all we have to do is prevent Via from meeting them, and then nothing bad should happen according to the fortune.
Yeah,
But
Via,
also,
Via
should we
understands
go-
that shit. So her idea was you guys. She points you in the direction as to where to go, providing that everything there is the same or similar, and then you guys can go. She just doesn't have to contact them.
But shouldn't we try to go into our dimension, which we were told was potentially where the rift happened originally?
Yeah, but
So,
now we're in
we
a
want to
different
get back.
dimension.
Yeah, but the rift might be still in a similar spot.
Yeah, but it was in a similar spot in that dimension. How do we know that it's going to be in the same
Didn't
place in
we?
this dimension?
And that's
Also,
what I'm
didn't
saying.
we-
It might be in a similar
last-
spot throughout dimensions.
Yeah, but it
As
might,
in,
might
like,
not be
rift through
at
all
all.
Yeah, but going willy-nilly to the Feywild is also more
We're going
likely to
willy-nilly back there.
Uh,
It just depends.
I am
we don't,
against
we don't have
going
any
to the
concrete
Feywild.
information.
The goblin will
To work
also
on.
interject and be like, just so you know, if I remember this right, it only lasts for like a minute.
So I'm down to go to the Feywild because we know there are strong things there that can potentially help us.
I feel
There's
like
also strong
jumping
things there that could
dimensions
potentially
seems like a
kill
bad choice.
But unfortunately,
wouldn't we be
also
doing
Newt
that
doesn't really
anyway?
know. So,
I say we just vote.
Yeah,
I have too
vote
little information. I'd rather stay here.
I vote to stay here.
I vote Feywild simply because even if assuming you're right, then the people over there should logically be able to help us get back here and to the rift at any other point. We can go to the rift basically whenever we want.
Okay, votes. We have
Versus-
one vote for going to the Feywild and 2 votes for staying here. Rest of the people get to make their votes.
Two.
Zimzam, as you finally get to jump back through, what's your vote?
I take it it's stay.
So what does it look like on the other side?
And Owen, what's your vote?
It looks just like weird foresty. It does. It's not like a city or anything.
Oh,
So it's neither
Wait a
overly
minute.
good or bad.
Wait a
It's just a
minute,
forest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay.
okay.
I want to stay. Okay, the
currently
general
we're-
consensus
He's not ready
so-
to wake up yet.
is that
So what's
Okay.
Lauren's vote?
Lauren said stay, but he was muted at the time.
Okay, so stay wins. So we do not go to the Feywild.
Sure.
Yeah, we're
Or we
outvoted.
could lose 2
So
party members.
Unless you two want to go to the Feywild and we have
I'll-
separate adventures and just fuck with Andrew that way.
Hey, it's definitely a thing that, if this was real, could happen. I don't like the long pause.
What's the long pause?
There was a long pause of
Between
silence.
everybody. Yeah, no one's saying that.
Well, we have 4 people not going through, so the question is of the people who wanted to go through.
I'm down because that sounded like a good plan, but like it's mostly up to Via. Via, do you go through? If Via goes through, I will follow. But if not, I'll stay.
Ah, so it's all
the
on
words
James.
of yeah, the word the goblin reverberate back in terms of like don't in her head just thinking this is like too risky, dangerous. Also, the Sealy and Unsealy courts don't know who everybody else is. so it might fuck over everyone else. So Via just sort of like, like puts one arm around herself and like clasps the other arm and just like looks down at the floor as the portal closes.
Sure. So we stay here and we will head to that dimensional rift spot that may or may not exist. Let's go.
I've decided I'm going to go. Portal closes. No way.
Yeah, Via says nothing and just carries on.
Yeah, I guess we'll all pack up and head out to where we got shunted before, the caravan site we got attacked at.
Hopefully not to get shunted again.
9.
I know.
I mean, it doesn't really matter if we get shunted again. Like, we've been shunted twice, so it doesn't really matter too much.
Maybe it'll be a good shunt. Oh, well, at least
Like,
I don't need to
We
prepare
can't really
Feywild.
we can't really do anything until we figured out why we're constantly jumping dimensions.
So, yes, it is still morning. I know this is a stupid thing to ask, but Zimzam, are you still going to accompany the group? As they all seem to be heading off towards Phandelver. I know they said Phandelver again.
Sure.
Alright. Does it make it better if I promise not to stab you for no reason again?
I mean, he's probably going to mention gnomes at some point.
Yeah, just don't
But-
talk about them positively, it'll be fine.
He's going to go with you guys, at least for now.
Okay, well, that was a mighty eventful time, and somehow the deck wasn't the most chaotic thing.
I mean, it was pretty chaotic when it wished death upon Lawrence so much.
That didn't happen. Alternate realities.
My headcanon is that the deck just really wants to kill Lawrence, but the goblin just kept saying, no.
What?
Give him something
all
nice.
of the decks are somewhat linked in the
Aye.
multiverse.
And they all hate Lawrence. Every one of them.
The fact that Lawrence has drawn the void card like 5 times in the last year of D&D games is very impressive.
It's impressive that he somehow managed in a much bigger deck to, if I remember correctly, draw quite similarly to what happened to him last time, because it was also void and enmity of a devil, whatever, which ended up being Bethany.
Instead of fiend, which is specifically a devil hates you, this time it was rogue, where just an NPC
Yeah.
that the DM chooses hates you, which is slightly different, but ultimately
Could
kind of
also
the
be a
same.
fiend.
Yeah, can
Yeah,
be.
it could also be. I mean, it could be much worse. A deity could just suddenly be like, "I fucking hate that guy."
Yeah, well
Ow.
that card did get drawn, but the NPC was the deck of any decks.
The card was drawn, and it's every chaotic random deck in existence hates Lawrence now forever.
But yes, that is certainly something to come back after not having a session for several weeks.
True.
Just think, next week could have been Feywild.
It could have, but instead we're gonna go check out the Dimensional Rift place, and yeah.
It's probably for the best, because you're definitely not high enough level for the Feywild thing.
I
There are
assume
no little clay creatures.
It depends. Like the Feywild's kind of about as dangerous as like the material plane, roughly.
It's more a case of I have a rough idea of what you would have been doing where you would be going, and I know you're not high enough level right now.
Ah, right, fair enough.
But next time, everything's gonna be perfectly normal, and no goblins with decks are gonna turn up, hopefully.
Well, you're 100% in control of that, surely.
Am I though?
Yeah. Yes.
Nobody knows. Okay, guys, I'll log off. I'll see you guys next
Yes.
time.
See you next
Same.
time.
Bye.
We'll see you all next Wednesday.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.